Money has been moving towards certain people for centuries while completely passing by others. The reason has nothing to do with luck, connections, or life situations. There is a core understanding, a spiritual law that is so exact and powerful that those who learn it attract wealth easily, while those who don't continue to struggle financially, no matter how hard they try. You have found this message at the exact moment your mind is ready to understand this ancient truth. The universe has arranged this meeting because you are now prepared to see why money flows smoothly to some people but seems to avoid others completely. Today, you step into the group of people who truly understand how abundance works and become someone through whom prosperity naturally flows. Once these ideas fully settle in your mind and reshape how you think about money, you will clearly see why your past financial struggles made sense, why a breakthrough is now close, and why your future wealth is certain. You will realize that money follows spiritual laws, not economic rules, and that when you align with these laws, you naturally attract wealth in every form. The great secret that changes everything is this: money is not something you must chase. It is a flow you must join. Most people treat money as if it is a limited thing to collect, hold, and protect from others who might take it. They live with a scarcity mindset, thinking someone else's success means they must lose, believing that wealth is limited and must be competed for. This basic misunderstanding creates the very barriers that block money from coming to them. When you see money as scarce, you create scarcity in your life. When you approach wealth with fear and need, you push away the very thing you want. Money moves like water. It flows easily toward open paths and turns away from blocked ones. The universe is built on abundance, not lack. There is no shortage of money, just as there is no shortage of numbers. The same infinite intelligence that made countless stars has built abundance into the design of life. Money is just one part of this unlimited abundance, and it naturally flows to those who understand and respect its true nature. Think about the story of Andrew Carnegie, who came to America as a poor Scottish immigrant but understood this principle. While many people focused on limited chances and competed with each other, Carnegie saw that wealth is created, not fought over. He realized that money flows to people who create value, solve problems, and meet others' needs. Carnegie built the world's largest steel company by applying this truth. Money is energy that moves toward those who help it circulate. He became one of history's richest people by focusing on meeting the growing demand for steel, not on chasing money. The wealth came because he flowed with the system, not against it. Stand in the same understanding and fully believe. Money flows to me naturally as I connect with divine abundance. The second important truth about money is this: prosperity is your natural right, not a prize you win after hard struggle. The universe did not create wealth for some and lack for others. It created abundance for everyone, but only those who accept this truth experience it. Money avoids people who think they must suffer to earn it and moves toward those who believe they are meant to receive it as part of their divine inheritance. This idea appears in ancient wisdom. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. This shows that you do not need to convince God to give you abundance. God is ready to send it through you. When your mind is open to receiving, when your soul is in line with abundance, your financial life will reflect it. When you truly believe you are connected to endless wealth because you are one with its source, money will begin coming to you in unexpected ways, in surprising amounts, and at times that feel like miracles. The story of Solomon perfectly shows this. When given the chance to ask for anything, Solomon chose wisdom, not money. Because he focused on spiritual growth instead of material wealth, he was given both wisdom and riches beyond measure. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added to you. Solomon knew that money flows to those who first seek spiritual alignment. By putting wisdom first, he naturally received abundance not by chasing it, but as a result of his understanding. His wealth came from his mindset, not his situation. Let this truth sink deeply into you and declare with full confidence, I claim my divine right to endless abundance and prosperity. The third key explains why money seems to grow in some people's hands while it quickly disappears from others. Money reacts to your energy and your relationship with it. If you fear money, it stays away. If you dislike wealthy people, you push wealth away. If you believe money is bad or damaging, you build walls that block it from reaching you. Money is neutral energy. It takes on whatever meaning you give it. When you respect money as a tool for good, as energy that can help others and create positive outcomes, it moves toward you because you become a trusted space for it to fulfill valuable purposes. When you approach money with fear, doubt, or judgment, it moves away because your energy rejects it. Warren Buffett is a clear example of this principle. Instead of seeing money as something to collect for personal pleasure, Buffett sees it as energy that should keep moving to create the greatest good. His well-known decision to give away 99% of his wealth shows that he understands money flows most easily to those who use it with purpose, not those who cling to it. Buffett's investment style shows the same thinking. He looks for companies that provide real value, not just quick profits. His wealth expanded because he worked with money's true nature, a flow of value, not just a possession. Money continues to trust him with more because he shows good judgment in how he handles it. The universe is asking you to make a powerful statement right now. In the comments, write these words: abundance is my natural state. This simple phrase activates something meaningful in your mind. When you openly declare that abundance is natural to you, you step away from old scarcity beliefs that have limited your financial growth. You place yourself in line with the endless prosperity that is already yours. You tell the universe you are ready to receive wealth in ways that reflect your true nature. Make this declaration now and keep listening, because what comes next will show you exactly how to attract wealth without resistance. The fourth key explains the secret of timing: why money comes to some people at exactly the right moment while others are always waiting. Money flows according to divine timing, not human impatience. People who understand this principle are ready to receive when the universe is prepared to send, instead of forcing results through desperate action. Divine timing follows perfect wisdom. It sees your life fully, knows your preparation, your purpose, and your ability to manage wealth properly. When money seems delayed, it is often being refined. The universe uses waiting periods to develop your ability to receive, manage, and grow your abundance. When it finally arrives, look at the story of Sarah Blakely, who spent years working on her idea for Spanx while holding a full-time sales job. For months, factories rejected her product, stores turned her away, and people questioned her business. From a human point of view, the timing seemed completely wrong. She had no background in fashion, no helpful contacts, and no starting money. But Blakely understood an essential truth about divine timing. Preparation happens first in the unseen world before results appear in the visible world. She used those waiting years to improve her product, develop her business skills, and strengthen her belief in her vision. When the right moment came, everything happened quickly. Oprah supported her product, sales exploded, and Blakely became the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. The waiting periods were not roadblocks. They were necessary preparation for her success. Money reached her exactly when she was ready to manage it well and use it for meaningful purposes. Divine timing made sure her wealth was not just for her own benefit but also to serve a bigger mission, empowering women worldwide. Trust this perfect timing and confidently say, divine timing controls my financial growth for my highest good and greatest purpose. The fifth key reveals the powerful role of gratitude in attracting wealth. Money flows toward people who are thankful for what they have and moves away from those who focus on what they lack. Gratitude opens every door to abundance, while complaining shuts them. Most people live with the idea, when I have more money, then I will feel grateful. This thinking actually creates a block that keeps wealth away. Money responds to real, present gratitude, not future promises of being thankful. When you honestly appreciate what you already have, even if it seems small, you create the right energy to attract more. The parable of the talents clearly shows this principle. The servants who appreciated what they received and used it well were given more. The one who complained and did nothing lost even what he had. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and they will have plenty. But from the one who does not have, even what they have will be taken away. This is not punishment, it's a natural spiritual law. Gratitude increases whatever you are thankful for, while complaint reduces whatever you complain about. Money moves toward those who show real appreciation for any kind of abundance and moves away from those who only focus on what they do not have. Tony Robbins built his success on this principle. Coming from poverty and a difficult childhood, Robbins could have focused on his hardships. Instead, he chose deep gratitude for every chance to learn and grow. Even when living in his car and working as a dishwasher, he stayed thankful for opportunities to develop his speaking skills and help others. His gratitude became the foundation of his life's work. He truly celebrated his clients' progress, appreciated every chance to speak, and focused on human potential instead of human limits. Money flowed to him because he became a channel for gratitude that lifted millions of people. His wealth grew because he used it to support transformation and new possibilities in the world. Build this powerful energy and declare sincerely, I am deeply thankful for all the abundance coming to me now and always. The sixth key shows the power of circulation. Money flows toward those who keep it moving and slows down for those who try to hold onto it tightly. Wealth is like a river, it must keep flowing to stay fresh and strong. When you block the flow by saving out of fear, you create stagnation that eventually cuts off your supply. But when you let money move through you freely, you become a channel that attracts more and more abundance. This idea challenges the usual financial advice that focuses mostly on saving and holding money rather than circulating and investing it. While careful financial management has its place, the deeper truth is that money increases when it moves with purpose and decreases when it sits idle out of fear. John D. Rockefeller deeply understood this principle. Even though he became the wealthiest person in modern history, Rockefeller never hoarded his wealth. He consistently reinvested in business growth, charitable work, and economic development. He famously said, I believe that every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity an obligation, every possession a duty. Rockefeller's wealth grew quickly because he treated money as energy to be circulated for useful purposes, not as something to keep for personal safety. He donated over $500 million during his lifetime, which would be more than $13 billion today. Yet his wealth continued to grow because he kept the flow of abundance moving instead of blocking it. His belief that God gave me my money showed his understanding that wealth comes through divine channels and must be used for higher purposes. Money trusted him with more because he proved he would keep it moving to benefit many people instead of holding it for a few. Embrace this principle of circulation and confidently affirm, money flows through me freely, blessing others and returning to me multiplied. The seventh key shows the important role of purpose in attracting wealth. Money flows most freely to people whose prosperity serves purposes larger than personal gain. The universe sends resources to those who use them to create value, solve problems, and help others. When your wealth is only for yourself, the flow stays small. When your wealth serves a higher purpose, the flow becomes unlimited. This explains why some people with simple personal needs attract great wealth. They become channels for abundance that serve the world beyond their own needs. The universe trusts them with more resources because they use wealth to help many. Consider the powerful story of Chuck Feeney, who built a multi-billion-dollar fortune through duty-free shopping but gave away nearly all of it while still alive. Feeney understood that money came to him not for personal collection but for purposeful giving. His giving while living approach showed that wealth is a responsibility, not ownership. Feeney donated over $8 billion without seeking attention, showing that money responds to honest, selfless intention, not ego. His wealth grew quickly because he used it for good, not because he held it tightly. He proved that the fastest way to increase wealth is to increase your ability to channel it for positive impact. His example inspired other billionaires like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett to promise to give away most of their fortunes. This growing movement of purposeful giving shows how money flows toward people who understand its highest purpose to serve humanity's greatest needs and possibilities. Connect with your highest purpose and confidently declare, "My wealth serves divine purposes and multiplies as it blesses the world." The eighth key reveals the power of faith in creating financial abundance. Money flows to those who keep strong faith in divine provision, even when their current situation seems limited. Faith is not just hope, it is spiritual certainty that rises above what you can see. When you fully believe that abundance is your natural inheritance, you naturally attract experiences that prove this belief. Many people live with faith in lack. They deeply believe in scarcity, struggle, and financial difficulty. This belief in limitation shapes their reality. But when you develop faith in abundance, when you are fully certain that you are connected to unlimited wealth, the universe must respond by bringing proof of your inheritance. The spiritual law is clear. According to your faith be it unto you. This is not just a religious idea. It is a practical rule for how spiritual laws work. Your faith, what you believe is possible for you, directly shapes what you experience. Faith in abundance brings abundant experiences. Faith in limitation brings limited experiences. True faith shows itself through action. Real belief in financial abundance leads you to make decisions from a mindset of prosperity. Even when your current situation appears limited, you invest in your growth, pursue your dreams, and take inspired steps forward because you trust that divine provision always supports those who align with these higher principles. The story of Mary Kay Ash perfectly shows this faith-based approach to building wealth. When she launched Mary Kay Cosmetics at the age of 45 with just $5,000, most people believed her business would quickly fail. She had limited experience and was stepping into a highly competitive cosmetics market. But Ash operated with unshakable faith in divine provision. She built her company on the idea of helping women achieve financial freedom by serving others. Her belief wasn't only in her products but in the spiritual law that wealth flows to those who help others succeed. She famously said, "God first, family second, career third," always putting spiritual alignment above financial gain. Her faith was proven through exceptional success. Mary Kay Cosmetics became a billion-dollar company that created wealth for hundreds of thousands of women around the world. Money flowed to Ash in great amounts because her faith created the right environment for abundance to grow, not just for herself, but for many others within her company. Stand firmly in the same faith and declare with full certainty, "My faith in divine abundance creates unlimited financial prosperity in my life." As you absorb these 8 keys, you begin to think from an abundance mindset instead of from scarcity. You start to see money as divine energy looking for useful channels rather than as a limited resource to chase. You realize that wealth flows by spiritual law, not by economic theory. This change in thinking automatically changes your experience. New opportunities appear where you once saw obstacles. Resources show up when you need them. Supportive connections form. Ideas come to you that help others while also creating wealth for you. Money starts to flow naturally because you've aligned yourself with the laws that guide its movement. This change happens first in your thinking, then shows itself in your daily life. When your inner world aligns with abundance, your outer world must follow. This is not just positive thinking, it's the practical use of spiritual law. When you truly understand how money flows, you step into the current of abundance instead of fighting against it. You come to see that your past financial struggles were not personal failures but were simply caused by not understanding how wealth works. You were working against the spiritual flow instead of working with it. You were creating blocks through fear instead of opening paths through faith. Now you understand, and that understanding changes everything. Money flows to those who know that prosperity is a divine inheritance, not something earned through struggle. Money flows to those who see wealth as energy to be circulated, not as objects to be collected. Money flows to those who think from abundance rather than from lack. Money flows to those who trust in divine provision even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Money flows to those who use wealth for meaningful purposes instead of selfish accumulation. Money flows to those who are thankful for what they have rather than focusing on what they lack. Most importantly, money flows to those who fully understand this. You are not separate from the source of abundance. You are an expression of that source. The same intelligence that formed galaxies and sustains life also works within you and through you. When you align with this intelligence, when you think from its abundance rather than from human limitation, when you act from its generosity instead of personal fear, you naturally attract wealth that serves higher purposes through you. This knowledge transforms how you relate to money. You stop chasing it and start attracting it. You stop trying to control financial outcomes and start allowing divine provision. You stop thinking from scarcity and start living from abundance. The universe celebrates this shift because it marks your return to conscious partnership with infinite prosperity. Money now flows to you because you understand the principles that guide its movement. Abundance is drawn to you because you have become a worthy channel for its expression. Wealth finds its way to you because you now understand its true nature and its highest purpose. Right now, as this understanding settles deeply within you, new streams of abundance are opening in your life. The resources you need are being prepared. Opportunities that match your new mindset are being arranged. Connections that will support your success are being put in place. Money flows to those who understand this. And now you understand. The flow has begun. It will continue to grow stronger as your understanding deepens and your faith expands. You have now joined the group of people who live in conscious partnership with divine abundance, and money flows to you naturally, generously, and continuously. Welcome to your new relationship with wealth. Welcome to the flow of divine abundance. Welcome to the understanding that changes everything.